Hi there, I'm Gail Anderson. This is Mentoring Moments for Moms. So glad you jumped on today. And I want to welcome all those replay viewers too. Great to have you. Hey, thank you for those hearts already. If you enjoy what I'm talking about, please tap the screen and give me some hearts. Hi Tamra, how you doing? Oh, all of our regular people are here. That's awesome. Just want to remind you that my past scopes are available on YouTube. You can either use the link in the profile or you can go to YouTube and you can actually search under Mentoring Moments for Moms and you will find all my past scopes. Also in my profile is my email address. I would love to connect with you guys. I think it's just awesome to be able to have the chance to talk and visit and hear from all of you moms. So today we're going to talk about lunches. It's almost lunchtime here. And I do want to ask all of you, what are your favorite lunches for kids? Now this is when we're beyond the baby food and the usual things like that. What kind of things do you like to fix for your kids for lunch? What do they like? As we get close to the summer here, it could mean for some of you moms that you are all of a sudden having to fix lunches every day where maybe they were having hot lunch at school all the time. So all of a sudden it's that overwhelming season again. What do we do? What do we do? So here's some hints of how I dealt with it, and I hope to hear some things from you. PB&J is Jack's favorite. That's awesome. And of course we heard leftovers. That's wonderful. Anybody else have a favorite lunch they fix for their kids? Crackers and cheese, fruit veggie, PB sandwiches, cheese toast. Phenomenal. That's all stuff I'm going to be talking about. You know what's nice about summertime is that normally you are fixing lunch and they're eating it right away. So you have more options that way. You don't have to just fix something warm and send it to school and then they're going to eat it cold or leftover. So that's not really that great. So the basic plan that I followed for my kids, now this is crazy, we had sandwiches a lot because there were 5 kids, because I had 3 hungry boys. We did sandwiches a lot. You know, that way we met the basic things that we wanted to get in their lunches. Kids like chocolate. Oh, great. So apple cheese stick and deli meat. Ooh, very good. You know, kids really do eat simple. And even if they have big appetites, you can fill those easily. My basic plan right now with my grandkids, because they don't eat a lot of sandwiches, is just to do a fruit, a veggie, a bread, or some sort like that, and some protein. So first of all, you know, we look at peanut butter as a great protein source. Another protein source would be cheese. Another one would be some kind of lunch meat if you like that for your kids. Yogurt is a good protein source. And believe it or not, even though hummus is just a dip or a sandwich spread, it is made of garbanzo beans, and that bean is a good source of protein. So that's a wonderful thing if they like that. Cottage cheese is another source of protein. Any type of beans that you use, let's say refried beans, black beans, if you smash them up in something, those are protein sources for the kids, as well as a grain most of the time. So as far as the bread type of things, kids love hummus and veggies, smoothies with protein. Yep, hummus and veggies, that's awesome. I like to use different kinds of breads, not just regular bread, but I like to use pitas sometimes. I like to use tortillas. Tortillas are great. You know, you can even serve your sandwich type stuff in a tortilla. We love to take that and spread it with peanut butter and then put banana slices on it. That's great. Eggs, another good source of protein. So to have eggs and toast, that's a nice lunch. Smoothies are the only way we get veggies. Fantastic. We're actually going to talk through that. Burritos, you know, just to have refried beans in a tortilla is a great burrito, and kids like that. It almost seems like a dinner type thing. And smoothies with protein. That is a wonderful way. Here's eggs and cheese in a tortilla. Fantastic. You know, kids like fun things. We used to take the sandwiches and cut them in fun shapes, or use a cookie cutter and actually cut the sandwich after it was made, and they enjoyed that kind of stuff. Any way you can make it fun. Cheese is such a great source of protein. You can sprinkle that on something. You can have it warm, you know, make a little cheese quesadilla. You can put it on crackers. And that's just an easy lunch and a fun lunch for the kids. Pasta with a little butter and sprinkled Parmesan cheese. Yummy. Great ideas, you guys. Thank you for sharing. Hummus, because it is a protein source, can sometimes help kids get the veggies in. Grilled cheese and soup, high protein smoothies, fruit, and freeze as popsicles. Ooh, I love that. Freeze those as popsicles so the kids think that they're eating just a snack, and it's really a great smoothie with protein in it. So I love being able to cut up the sandwiches, or one of my favorites is to take a pita bread, and without opening it and filling it, you just lay it down flat, and they make individual pizzas. So they get to put on their own sauce, they get to put on whatever cheese they want, mozzarella, cheddar, whatever, and they can sprinkle other things on it. Again, if you're expecting them to get some veggies on something like that, you've got to have those veggies cut up so teeny, teeny, tiny and actually put in the sauce. That was the first way I could get my kids to eat the veggies in lasagna. But getting back to the smoothie, that's a fantastic way. I know when I've kept my grandkids before for a few days, they will beg me for a smoothie in the morning, and they say, Nana, Nana, if I put my carrots in there, if I put some spinach in there, will that be my vegetable for lunch? And it's like, yes. And they cannot even taste it. Once you actually put fruit in there, you do not taste the veggies that you're putting in there. I think that's fantastic. Tuna is another great protein source. Funny you should mention, I hate tuna. So this is why I don't even think about it. Her 9-year-old loves tuna salad, and that's a great way to do it. If you can actually mix some other things in with that tuna, that's going to make it stretch a little bit further too. You know, put in a little bit of celery, teeny, teeny pieces. Oh, your grandkids call you Nana. I love that. Okay, so you can also do grilled cheese sandwiches, a favorite with kids. They like that sometimes with tomato soup, which we even do soups during the summer, and put whatever else you can on that. If your kids will eat just a speck of vegetables in there and sneak it in the sandwich, go right ahead and do it. The pitas are also fun just for stuffing. They can choose. I think if you take carrots and actually grate them, that's an easier way that they will eat those in a pita. But you've got to have some kind of spread. Lettuce, canned tuna, or chicken with Miracle Whip. Excellent. You've got to have some kind of spread in that pita to soften it, as well as to cover up the taste of anything in there that the kids might not really want to have. So, and really, if you can get your kids to eat hummus, or say any other kind of dressing, a yogurt type dressing that you could use with vegetables, and dip their vegetables in it. Just require them to have a couple of thin slices of red pepper, which is actually sweet. I am really embarrassed, but I never tasted green or red pepper until I don't know how old, probably in my 30s or 40s, which is ridiculous. I didn't really like vegetables. And dipping those in some kind of a sauce or cream or something will help them eat them. And hummus is a great one. There are so many different flavors of hummus. Find out the kind that they like. Actually, you can make your own hummus. It is very easy. You just need tahini, which is a sesame seed derivative, and some lemon juice and some garbanzo beans, and it's great. That way you can flavor it whichever way you want. I love red pepper hummus. I love just a real spicy jalapeno hummus, and that's kind of one of our main things that we have around the house. If your kids will eat soups during the summer, go with the tomato soup. If they would do a white bean chili, something like that. A scoop of powdered greens to fruit protein. That's excellent. And by the way, I do always put in some kind of protein for the kids in their smoothies so that they get protein from that. Now, you may already be using a Greek yogurt in it, which has protein, but if you don't, then use some kind of protein powder so they get some protein. I don't know if they have high needs for protein, but they should have some, and I think that's important. And a yogurt with sprinkled granola is a great thing for even a main dish for kids. And then you throw a few veggies and fruit on the side, and it's awesome. If you're going to do any kind of a veggie chili or soup with veggies, balance is the key, amen. Cut those veggies teeny, teeny, tiny. Seriously, because they will begin to notice them. And also just give them a little bit of motivation. Okay, if you can eat this one slice of red pepper, you know, with this little hummus, then we're going to be able to have this. Or if you go ahead and eat your veggies first, then we'll have the fruit. It's always good to have those things as almost the dessert time, so that they're getting those after they eat the good stuff. Yeah, getting veggies in a smoothie is absolutely golden. I found having the veggies, fruits cut up and just in my fridge, my kids eat more. Great. The one thing I do recommend though is that they don't have free access to the fridge. That's just my own personal thing with 5 kids. If I had kids going and helping themselves to things at any time, then they wouldn't eat at mealtime. So I had no problem with having a set snack time, 10 and 3, and then I monitor the snacks, and then they're eating better at mealtime, which is wonderful. That's kind of all I have to say about lunches, but it can be a real fun thing. Frozen peas for a summer snack, excellent. And have you ever had frozen grapes? Now our kids did love those, especially when we lived in the heat. Put them in there, freeze them, they last longer. Broccoli and cheese, sprinkle cheese on those veggies and you'll get them to eat them. Probably a better chance, I would think, of cooking those vegetables since they are cruciferous rather than fresh. But if they will eat them fresh, go for it. And if you can take them to the store or to a fruit market and have them pick out some of their own vegetables, have them involved in it so that they're a little bit more willing to try it or eat it. Kelly says your kids love them, frozen grapes. Excellent. I just want to give you a little preview of what I'm talking about next. Tomorrow I'm probably going to hit having adult kids in your home. I've had a few emails on that, so I do want to address that. I know a lot of you have young kids, but I tell you what, tune in, watch the replay, take notes, and keep them because you will be there before you absolutely know it. Very good. It's a different thing to navigate when you get to that point where they're 18, they're still living at home, or they go off to college and then return to the home. Do you know if you put saving the title at Save Scopes? Actually, it was doing that through Catch.com and they don't do it anymore. I used to have them on Catch, but now I don't. So I'll have to look into what you're saying though. How do you find replays? There's a link in my profile which says, it's the YouTube link, that will get you to all my scopes. Or if you just go to YouTube, you can actually search for Mentoring Moments for Moms. That's what I call this. I'm on several weekdays, just sharing little tips and tricks for moms. If you're new, you probably don't know, I had been a pastor's wife for 35 years, and I also have 5 children, adult children now, but a single dad. Glad to have you join us. If you're at home with your kids, if you're taking care of them, then there's stuff here that you can hopefully pick up. And I know some of these things you guys may have down, but as we're sharing on all different fronts, I think everybody will have something they can pick up. So the replays right now are on YouTube under Mentoring Moments for Moms, but I will definitely check into that Saving the Scopes. What I'm doing at this point is just saving these to my photos, and then I upload them immediately to YouTube so people can watch the replays. Thank you again for all those hearts. I appreciate that. It just shows me that you guys are enjoying what I'm talking about. And I would love for you, oh my gosh, you are a busy lady, Mama. I would love for you to write to me. My email's in the profile. Let me know what you want to hear more about. I will tell you that starting sometime next week, I will be hitting the top 10 things I would do again in mothering. Now that is pretty good stuff. After all the years of having kids in my home, after homeschooling and having them home with me 24/7, I have a lot of hints and tricks. I know the things I did right. I know the things I did wrong. And I'm just happy to share that with you guys. So I don't know how long it will take. I may spend a couple of days on each of the points, but it'll be great. So I hope you'll join us. And you guys, thank you so much. Really, I'm happy that you're participating here. I love your input. Thanks for the suggestions on lunch. And to whoever the girl is who asked me for those suggestions, hopefully you got in on this and got those. And I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day.